Hello everyone and welcome back to ESL Smart Resources, and this is the next video in our series making communicative activities in Google Forms. So last time we adapted a Find Someone Who activity in Google Forms, and today we're going to do another Mingle type activity, but we're going to make a few changes. It's going to be a bit different. Okay, so what are the differences? We are going to shuffle the deck. So if you watched the first video in this series where we made a flashcard deck, we shuffled that deck. So every student got the cards in a different order. We're going to do that today, and it's going to be different because we're going to have text input, much like our Find Someone Who Google form. Right, let's get to it. So here we are in Google Drive. Let's go into our folder, and I'm going to make a new folder. What am I going to call this? Mingle. And today's topic is sports and activities. So let's create that, and then we can go into the folder and make a new form. Right, so let's start with the title. I think I'm just going to call it Mingle Sports and Activities. And let's click here, there we go. And I always like to get my student's name for the first question. And that's a short answer. Now I usually like to take their class, but I need to make a new section. So I want the students to choose which class they've got. So let's do that in a new section. So I've got two questions here in different sections now. That is very important because we're going to shuffle our deck. So section 3 will start the activity. And let's add a question. Okay, so I'm not going to write in a question because I want to use a picture. So let me choose a suitable picture. So I've got a set here I've chosen, and I'm going to add the picture. Okay, so the students are prompted, do you play badminton? Okay, changing the alignment doesn't do much, but at the bottom here, add a caption. This is really important. So here I'm going to ask for more information, and perhaps I'll prompt them. So how often do you play badminton? And then the question type here needs to be short answer. So the students will ask, do you play badminton? Yes. Oh, great. How often do you play? Or where do you play? Okay, let's duplicate this. I'm going to change the picture. And let's choose this one. Okay, even though I duplicated the question, the caption has now gone because I changed the picture. So I need to retype the caption. So I'm just going to keep it the same. How often? I could type in different questions. Okay, let's change the picture again for the next question. And once again, type in the caption. Okay, I think you get the idea. So I'm going to skip ahead. Okay, here we go. So I've added more questions. So we've got about 7 or 8 questions here. Okay, so let's go to settings, presentation, and here we've got the options shuffle question order. And I'm just going to uncheck that one. Okay, let's publish it. So send, click on the link icon, shorten the URL and copy it. Right, let's see what the students see from their point of view. So here we have the view of the student's phone. And let's type in the name, Minji. And, oh, I've made a mistake. I needed a drop-down menu here. I can change that later. Click next. Okay, here we go. Do you play table tennis? Yes, I do. Oh, how often do you play? I play every day. Okay. Oh, Ji-hoon plays table tennis every day. And you've probably noticed the questions are shuffled already. Okay, next one. Do you go swimming? Yes. How often? I go swimming twice a week. Okay, Pierre goes swimming twice a week. Do you play soccer? Yes, I do. Oh, how often do you play soccer? About twice a month. Oh, Ben plays soccer twice a month. Do you play badminton? Why, yes, I do. Great. How often do you play? Well, I play badminton once a week. Sarah plays badminton once a week. Okay, let's skip to the end. Do you go bowling? Yes, I do. How often do you go bowling? About twice a month. Gina goes bowling twice a month. There we go. And submit. Okay, so that's the activity. Now perhaps I want to check the students' responses. But first, oh, I had this mistake in the class, so I like to use a drop-down menu. And I'm just going to type in the classes that I'm going to use this activity with. Okay, now let's check the responses. So at the top, if I click responses, I've got a couple. Let's click the icon here. Create a new spreadsheet. Yes, create. And here I've got the responses from the students who have submitted. And if I just widen these cells, then I'll be able to read them and check if they've got any problems with the language, if they're making any mistakes. Okay, so there you go. That was how to make a Mingle activity in Google Forms where the questions are shuffled. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, I'm going to show you how to make a pair speaking activity. Okay, see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.